The arrival of new technologies means great change not only for the banks but also for their corporate customers. For corporate treasurers, this could mean a great range of new opportunities as they do business not only at home but also in other regions. In this chapter, Jonathan Charley, who is General Manager of EMEA North for SAP, talks about how this can bring great opportunities for the treasurers as their banks bring in new technology. As technology is evolving, corporate treasurers are expecting more. What are they looking for now from their technology?
Well, I think there's been a real change in expectations from corporate treasurers, because obviously if they look at the experience they get as a customer or in retail experience, they're now expecting the banks to provide a much improved customer experience. So they expect to have much easier way of accessing the banks. They don't want to go to a separate bank portal for all to look at their transactions. They expect to be able to see all their transactions with all their banks in one single portal and view, and in a much easier way to drill down into the detail, to really understand what their needs are, and have it in a way that they expect when they go on to Amazon or go on to Google. So there is a real change in the expectation, rather than a horrible green screen banking portal, that they actually should have a modern experience in dealing with their banks.
So as these expectations rise, what are banks doing to meet this requirement?
Well, I think the challenge for the banks is that they've always traditionally wanted the customer to come to them. They need now to come to the customer instead and provide them with the data in a way that the customer actually wants. The bank's challenge is that if you're in a multi-bank relationship, is how do you win more of that share of the wallet? So the banks are trying to find ways to become more relevant to the corporate treasurer, to get earlier in the process so that they can get more of the business. And for them, that means that they really need to be, as I say, going proactively towards the customer, and equally be aware of what the customer is doing before they just need a banking transaction.
And as corporate treasurers now are often in a multi-bank environment, they may have many jurisdictions to cover. What can banks do to make sure that they're actually winning more of this share?
What they've got to do is actually come up with a proposition that says to the corporate treasurer, share some of your information, whether it's around invoices, purchase orders, trade, with me, so that I can actually be more proactive. But the challenge for the banks then is, why would a corporate treasurer share their information? So that's the challenge for the banks, is to say, why are they going to share it with me rather than in another bank? And how can I demonstrate that I'm adding more value than the other banks so that they can win a larger share of the wallet?
Okay, thanks very much.